Social forces has been known to sociologists in Korea for a long time, and then people know that this is one of the top journals in sociology. It's been like this for a long time, and after we established some formal ties with social forces in 2011, I think since then people have known social forces more. I think considering social forces as a potential outlet for their wonderful works. I know about a couple of cases that they tried to hit social forces, even though they got rejected. I got rejected, one time.
And you're on the editorial board.
Yeah, even though I'm on the editorial board, I think that's really important, like showing that social forces trying to publish one of the best works in the world. It doesn't really matter whether you're formally involved with social forces. I think that's a good sign. So it wouldn't stop me trying to publish my work in social forces. I think people, sociologists in Korea, do know more about social forces now because of the former tie.
Well, social forces is a very well ranked. We have a system in Brazil that evaluates journals, and for instance, out of 8 levels of evaluation, social forces is in the top level in this evaluation. So I'm positive people pay attention in this kind of this index of quality to choose their sources of readings.
First, social forces has been a stage for Israeli sociologists to publish. Just the recent issue has a paper by Hadass Mendel.
Yes.
She studies, she published now, although it's not about Israeli inequality, but it's a place to publish. And also in the recent issue you have a paper by Ofer Sharon who does a comparative research. So that's a very instrumental role, right? You publish about us and you publish us. And I think all the topics that I now mentioned, I mean, in general, Israeli stratification researchers have been publishing in social forces, and all the topics that I just mentioned are also covered by social forces. So, one, for example, very, very specific contribution you had in 2007, you had a special issue, part of an issue on age.
Right.
That's rare. I mean, age doesn't get enough attention, especially not in general purpose journals, general readership journals. So that was a very important special issue then, and actually a research group in Israel that is now studying issues of age because of proposed changes in the pension policy. The policy is again neoliberalism, so reduction in pension. Because of that issue, they invited one of the authors there to come and speak on issues of ageism and discrimination at work to that research group.
First, I want to mention the article that I liked most years ago. It was by an article with a little help of my friends. It was on social networks by Yannick Graf. And it was 80/80 or something like that. I was paid attention. Well, this magazine, that is a striking article. But in recent years there was an article on the emotional issues of inequality. I think it was, I just have to look, Jessica Collette. It was in 2010, where she was writing on occupational status and the experience of anger. Bring emotional effects and also social structural inequality together, and to look whether inequality also has a very personal, emotional flavor. So that was a striking article, and of course the work that was just recently published by Janet Gornick with LIS data, and LIS is well, it's like the cross-national
Luxembourg income study,
and it's a very comparative and income-driven data. But her contribution was to look not only on the money but also on the time.
Absolutely.
And not only on the yearly time you invest, but also on the monthly and weekly time schedule. So time is also, I think, a big issue, for further research.